Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today I am going to be doing my makeup to make myself feel better while I am going through, I guess you would call it, a depressive episode. I do suffer from postpartum depression and anxiety, and this day was really difficult. I really felt crummy. I felt horrible. My mood was in just an all-time low, and I was by myself, and I just decided to turn on the camera and try to do something that would make me feel better. I started to not upload this video because this is something that's still kind of new to me, that only a few people really know that I'm going through postpartum depression and anxiety. But I was going to scrap this footage because I really don't like how my makeup turned out. But I decided to go ahead and edit and upload it, pretty much for anyone who's going through the same thing that I'm going through, to let you guys know that you're not by yourself, and also to just kind of show another side of me that, you know, I go through a lot. Sometimes I do my makeup and I don't record it, or I do my makeup and I record it and I just don't like the footage. So I did want to upload this video kind of in this moment to kind of show a little bit of me. So first I went with just a spoolie from an old e.l.f. brow pencil, kind of brushed my brows into place. And then I took the Wet n Wild Matte primer, applied that on my face, and then I went in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the color 165 Deep Tan, and underlined under my brows. And then here I'm just using that concealer to also conceal my eyelids as well. So here I'm taking my Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder, and I have it in the color Banana, and I'm just using that to I guess set the concealer because I'm getting ready to apply eyeshadow. So next up, I'm using my BH Cosmetics Ultimate Matte 42 color eyeshadow palette, and I'm showing a brown color that I'm going to take and start applying on my eyelid. I did thought that I was in focus, but before I put that brown shade on, I did go in with a brown shade from my Sakura and Sage eyeshadow palette. It's in the color Pecan. I did kind of sweep that on my lids first to kind of help even out the skin tone, or help even out the tone of my eyelid, before I went in with that BH Cosmetics color. I'm also going to be doing the same thing on the other eye. I know that you can't really see too well what I'm doing just because of where I'm sitting in the angle, but I'm applying the same color on that eye. Then I'm going to also take and sweep that little dark brown shade a little bit more, and I'm just going to go in and try to blend out the color, blow it out a little bit to where I like it. I'm going in and adding a little bit more of that brown shade to my eyes. And then I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to use the color Hot Chocolate, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelids. You will see a little shadow of my son's head kind of go through right there. My mom had just dropped him back off to the house. So yeah. Next, I'm just going back and making sure that everything is blended and looking kind of copacetic. Next up, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the color Deep Cinnamon. When I first used this concealer, it looked a little red for me, so I thought I could use it as a color corrector. But looking back on this footage, it kind of looks like it could be my skin tone. Like I could use it alone as like foundation to kind of even out my skin tone, or just, you know, a concealer that is my complexion. But I'm just kind of using it to color correct and putting it where the areas of my hyperpigmentation is really bad, on my cheeks, under my eyes, around my mouth. So I'm just taking a stippling brush and blending that out. So then I'm going in with my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. It is in the color Suede. Yes, it is too light for me, but I'm going to mix it with this LA Colors Truly Matte foundation in the shade Cappuccino. I thought maybe if I mixed it, I could get kind of my perfect shade of foundation. This is probably where I went wrong, and I just felt like my foundation looked very ashy, or it just looked a little bit too much of a cool tone, and I feel like I have golden warm undertones, so I think this just didn't mix well with the e.l.f. foundation or e.l.f. concealer in Deep Cinnamon. So yeah, you're gonna see that I'm gonna start looking crazy because I was like, oh, this isn't blending out too good, it doesn't look good, but I was still trying to record even though I just wanted to wash my face off. I do want to note here that both foundations, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation and the LA Colors Truly Matte, they both dry down super quickly. So if you use them, you definitely need to work quick. So you can see here, I'm like looking in the mirror. I don't know what I was thinking in this point, but I was like, it doesn't look good. But I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I think the color is Deep Tan. The sticker came off. So I'm going to use that to conceal under my eyes. And then I'm taking my other e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And that is in the color Medium Beige. And it's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm going to mix those two and conceal under my eyes. I think my sponge was a little too wet here because I was blending out the concealer and it was disappearing. It was looking very blotchy. I could still see my hyperpigmentation and my dark circles. It just wasn't looking good. It just wasn't looking good. And then I had the idea to apply more concealer, thinking it was going to help. It didn't. I was over it. I wanted to wash my face off. I wanted to turn the camera off. And I was actually trying to hold it together because I was about to get a panic attack. But I still kept trying to save my face. So I went back in with my Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in the color Banana. That just kind of made me look even more ashier. So I went in with my Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder in the color Milk Chocolate Finish to try to set everything to see if that will give me some warmth back to my face. It did a little bit, not really too much, but I was just trying to save my face at this point, but I was looking a little casket ready. So next up, I'm going in with my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade, or in the color medium to dark. I do like Black Radiance products, as y'all can probably already tell. But yeah, I'm just going in and doing a little slight contour. And then I'm also going to use the contour shade to try and contour my nose. I was doing a different type of contour, but it ended up making my nose look bigger than smaller. So I really didn't like how that turned out either. So I'm going to be making a lot of weird faces, and I apologize. But I'm just in my head just telling myself to continue recording, don't stop, keep going, even though I just wanted to literally crawl into a ball and cry because I just was not liking how everything was turning out. I had every intention of just kind of doing my makeup and talking, but my son was playing his tablet in the background. We don't want no copyrights over here, so I just decided to do a voiceover. Going in with my e.l.f. contour and blush and bronzing powder. I'm just using that in the color St. Lucia to try to bring some color back to my face. Then using my CoverGirl Outlast Active setting spray to set. And then I'm going in with my Rimmel London Brow Shake filling powder. I like to go in with that first and just kind of fill in my brows. And then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow to set my brows. And it does have fill-in fibers as well, so that kind of helps make my brows look a little bit thicker. And yeah, another crazy face. I'm just wanting to stop recording at this point. I just want this video to be over with. Next up, I'm going in with my Ciate London Triple Shot Double XL Mascara. It is in the color Black Double XL. I really like this mascara. I got it from my Ipsy subscription last month. Then taking my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette, I just kind of take all 4 colors and sweep it across my cheeks and then a little bit on my nose. And you will see me put a little bit on my inner eye corner. Inner eye. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I'm just putting a little bit there as well to highlight. So here I'm just taking my hair down, brushing through my hair, but we're pretty much at the end of the video. I'm forcing out a smile to try to not look as unhappy as I felt. But I just have these periods of where, nothing could be, physically wrong, but I would just feel so down and just so crummy. And that's really how my postpartum depression affects me. I was also getting ready to have a panic attack here in a few seconds, but I am planning on making a video where I talk about my postpartum depression a little bit more. And there I'm just using my Ofra lip gloss in the color Truffle. But I hope that you guys like this video. It kind of gave you an idea of me a little bit. But I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.